biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. As a volunteer, you deliver a hot, nutritious meal and a friendly hello to someone just like your mother, grandfather, or next door neighbor. These seniors are inspiring people with incredible stories to share. They love to see you. The smiles you get back are priceless. Delivering with Meals on Wheels is easy, and you don't have to drive like me for it to be quick. You can volunteer your lunch break once a week or just once a month. With 1 in 6 seniors facing hunger and many more living in isolation, your lunch break can make a real difference. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
Little roller up along first. Behind the see you in Pittsburgh. Can't wait. Alabama is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. Looking, throwing in the end zone.
You're tuned into Game On with John Silverberg. Talking all things sports. It's
Game on!
Yeah, game on.
Game On, right here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Happy Thursday to you. I hope everybody had a happy and wonderful Thanksgiving as the holiday festivities are in the air, whether you celebrate Hanukkah, you celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Kwanzaa, all that, and so much more. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful time. The weather is atrocious. I know Errol likes this weather. I think it's awful, and this is where all the germs come in to play. It's terrible. You can check us out on worldwidesportsradio.com, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and so much more. I am your host, Josh Silberg, of course. Update quickly on Mr. Eric Bowe. He will be out for the month of December. But we have a fan favorite, Mr. Nelson Silverberg. My father is joining us again. Quick scheduling update. Want to do a little cleanup. So, of course, we will not be on the 25th. That Thursday, that's Christmas. And we will not be on the 1st. That's New Year's Day. So our last show of the year will be on the 18th. So that is 3 weeks from today. That will be our last, or whatever it is, 2 weeks from today. That will be our last show for the year until we come back for the new year, 2026. Dad, how are you? There's a lot to go over.
I'm doing good. How are you doing? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, and of course, Speedy P. Speedy, how was your turkey day?
Yeah.
It was quite a enjoyable turkey day, and
What'd you play Boggle with your parents? Did you play Boggle? Candyland, maybe?
Oh God, I don't think I played that.
Right. What are you doing that for? That's terrible.
I always do that to him.
I played that since I was a kid.
Hey. I play Candyland with Caleb all the time. Candyland's the best game because the game takes 2 seconds. You get a card and you get all the way to the gum drop.
I don't have a 4-year-old kid, so I'm less expensive.
You stack the deck.
That's it. But did you have a good turkey day, Speedy? Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did have a nice Thanksgiving, and hope you had a good thing, and your family had a great Thanksgiving as well. And I hope you're. I know your wife and your son was dealing with some medical things. Hope they're okay as well.
Yeah, they're okay. Yep. So they had this virus thing going on. Caleb was out of school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's all good now. Melissa was out Tuesday, Wednesday. I took over as Nurse Josh the last 2 days. Everybody's good. Everybody's healthy. It's a beautiful thing. And the best thing was Caleb got to see Grandma and Papa back today when they picked him up from school. He was excited about that. He got to see his best friend at school today. So everything is all good. Everything was great on Thanksgiving too because I won on the Cowboys money line. So that was beautiful. I did not take the over under 3.5. If you did, that sucks because they want to win by 3. That stinks. I took the money line Dallas, and I took the Green Bay money line. So I won a couple couple shekels
Oh,
there.
very nice.
That's a couple shekels there. I did not do the night game. Thank God I did. I would have picked Baltimore by a mile. But I digress. We'll get into the NFL a little bit later on. There's a lot to digest. We'll get into the whole Lane Kiffin thing. I heard Errol's take on it. Speedy, I don't know what your take on it was. I didn't hear it. I usually
basically that Ole Miss screwed up when all these other schools were signing their coaches.
No. You know what? And here's what. See, now this is what we're doing. We're gonna say they screwed up. No, Ole Miss. No. We'll get into that in a minute. I have a lot to say about that. And it does not paint Ole Miss in a bad picture. And in fact, it paints Lane Kiffin now to be the biggest douche on the world like he's been in the past. So we'll get into that a little bit. We'll discuss that. We'll get into all the stuff with NFL Week 14. We'll get into that whole thing. MLB offseason stuff. Really quickly, isn't it funny that Devin Williamson didn't post a single thing? It's just funny because last year, Devin Williamson, when he got traded to the Yankees, didn't post a single thing about the Yankees when he got traded there. Anything, nothing on his bio. He kept the Milwaukee Brewers up the whole year. He signed with the Mets, and everything. He's just completely changed it all to Mets. Everything's Mets now. So maybe he wasn't happy being a Yankee. Who knows? And everything.
I called it. I said that.
Everybody knew. Everybody said it was going to happen.
No,
so,
I said
everybody knew what the Mets. Everybody did. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But we start with the hot topic that's going on in sports right now, and that is the whole Giannis Antetokounmpo situation. And will he be traded? Will he not be traded? Is he pulling a James Harden with the calf issue? And that whole shenanigans, everything like that. We heard over the summer he only wanted to be traded to the New York Knicks. It came out after he beat the Knicks that he did ask for to be traded. Doc Rivers then says before the game he did not ask to be traded. Well, Sam Sharon, who is literally the new Adrian Wojnarowski in sports, has come out and said that Giannis is going to be talking to the Bucks front office, and they're going to figure things out and go from there. And there's a lot to take into this because, of course, as Knicks fans, we wonder, will he be a Knick? The Lakers are, is he going to be with the Lakers? Will he be, the question's going to be, because he only has one more year in his contract next year, is Giannis going to force his way to a place? And the other thing is going to be because he won a championship in Milwaukee and has been a good soldier in Milwaukee for years. Will Milwaukee do right by him? And will they send him to the place he wants to go? And see, and it's funny, you laugh at it, but the facts are the facts. It's what do we think Giannis is going to do? Where is he going to end up? Right? And Speedy, you could pop on the screen too if you want, because I don't know. I'm sure you gave your take on this as well. But you could divulge in this conversation too, and everything of that nature. So Speedy, whenever you want to pop on, you could pop on too. I know we have a lot to say, as all of us here are Knicks fans, and the only team that he wanted to go to over the summer was the Knicks. It's a very rare thing that this happens. It's crazy because you wish 2 years ago when the Knicks had all their draft capital and the salary stuff, stuff signed and everything was good, Giannis would have asked for it 2 years ago. It would have been easy peasy, no problem. We'll get it done because they had the draft capital and the salary and this and that. It would have been done. Now it's, they trade all that draft capital from Mikal Bridges, and they said OG Anunoby did this big contract, and they have Karl Anthony Towns there. It really, and then people are now wondering, are the Lakers a threat?
They don't have picks either.
That's the thing, but they have Austin Reeves. So would they be willing to give up Austin Reeves? But now you're putting Giannis with LeBron and Luka. Is that going to work? With those three, I don't think it would be too ball dominant. I guess I'll let you, Dad, start first, and then Speedy, I'm sure you gave your take a little bit on it. But Dad, if you want to start first, I know you're against the whole Giannis situation.
No. I'll tell you what the deal is, in my opinion, is that if Milwaukee trades Giannis.
Right, Speedy, what's the scoop?
Right. If they trade Giannis, unless Giannis demands to go to the Knicks, they will not trade him to the Knicks. The Knicks do not have anything that Milwaukee wants in return. Now, if the Knicks can get a third team involved and trade like Towns and an OB and get like a boatload of picks and then trade that boatload of picks to Milwaukee, then maybe it can work. But there's no way the Knicks make a direct trade with Milwaukee and can get this deal done. There's just teams with better pieces to get for a team that wants to rebuild. So I really don't see it happening unless it gets very complicated, or unless Anunoby, Giannis goes, I only want to play for the Knicks. Then it becomes a whole different thing. But
well, Shams reported, not to know, Shams did report that Giannis is out 2 to 4 weeks with a calf strain. He is out. But, in the words of Charles Barkley, he getting traded. He's going to put some icy hot on that thing, and he'll be playing the next game.
Not all game. I'm just saying. But the truth is, he's been a warrior, that guy. He's never shown anything other than being a classy player, his whole time in Milwaukee. So it really goes against his character to pull something like that. But who knows?
Okay. I agree. Speedy, your thoughts?
Yeah, eventually I think you see the NBA players get their way. More than any other sport, I think you've seen it maybe a little more recently with baseball, but the NBA players trying to get their way, where I think at this point, Giannis, like he says, he only wants to go to the Knicks, where you're right to an extent where the Pistons or the Spurs, teams with these young talent and draft picks might have more to offer when it comes to trading. The Lakers, you probably have to hope that. Why would LeBron want to go there? But I guess.
Well, Luka asked the Lakers to try to trade for him. That came out today, but I just don't see how that's going to work.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible. I think it's really the Spurs probably have the most to do it. The Knicks, again, you'd have to trade Towns or OG to make it work, and then McBride and a couple other things to make it work. But I think there's going to be a point, especially now with him hurt, where the Knicks are going to end up gaining leverage in the end to get him.
That's you both make fabulous points. You both are, we're kind of in step with it. No worries.
I feel good. That's good. I just feel good about that.
That's good. Relax. All right. Calm down there, Jim Bro. Relax. You said one thing.
But it was fabulous.
So my thought is, I have said it time and time again, I do think he will end up here with the Knicks at some point. Whether it's at the deadline or it's in the offseason. And I think what's going to happen, you hit it right on the button, Dad, when you said he's been a class act. He's won multiple MVPs with Milwaukee. He's won a championship for that organization. He's done everything. He's been the polar opposite of what a James Harden has been, in the sense where James Harden tries to weasel his way out and get his way, and he ends in a very nasty, nasty way, where Giannis, to me, has been a great soldier, and he has tried to make things work. He has tried and tried and tried. And it's in a small city in Milwaukee. And Speedy, like you said, NBA players, in the end, they get what they want. And the feeling is, now Giannis has one more year remaining on his contract. If a team like Detroit or somebody like that, they want to take a flyer and trade for him. But if he says, I'm not going to sign the extension there, then they're taking the chance, right? They're going to take the chance and they're going to say, okay, listen, let's try to win a championship this year with him and next year, and let's hope for the best, right? We could go there. Toronto did it with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard was Kawhi Leonard is a polarizing player, right? Because of how it ended in San Antonio, where he was a good soldier through and through. And then in the end, it just was like, what happened? Blindside here, there, everywhere. And then they traded him to Toronto, but he never said he was going to sign the extension with Toronto. But Toronto did the trade anyway. Masai Ujiri did the trade. And they won a championship out of it. And he left and he went to the Clippers. I think when you view, I think if you're the Bucks, and I think if Giannis does Giannis goes to the Bucks front office and says, "Listen, what can we do to make it work to get me to New York? Is there a way we could get a third team involved in this trade and everything?" Well, I mean, he's on the phone, but he's not going to be able to hear us. All
right.
So, yeah,
Errol, you're on. We'll see if he could hear us.
He's not going to be able to hear us.
You hear him?
I hear him, but he's not going to be able to hear us.
No, he said he did. He said he could.
Oh, he hears us?
Sorry.
Okay.
So I hear you guys a little bit, and I just want to lay one down for you guys. I'm on the treadmill right now, and I'm listening to Pop speak. I listen to Speedy's take, and I'm listening to Josh's take. And I think Pops is interesting on his take that the Knicks are going to have to add a third team to land Giannis. I do not agree with that. I think that the Knicks have more than enough pieces to land Giannis. Now, Karl Anthony Towns might have to be added to the trade, which a lot of people do not want to do. And I think the organization, I remember in the offseason when they were talking about a trade, the Knicks did not want to add Karl Anthony Towns in that trade. But now, if they want Giannis, they're going to have to add Karl Anthony Towns or OG and Mikal Bridges, McBride, maybe even Robinson, and maybe future considering picks. But I don't think the Knicks are going to have to give up too many prospects or too many lottery picks or picks for the future to land Giannis. One, I believe Giannis wants to be a Knick. Two, the other teams like the Lakers, like Pops was saying, the Lakers don't have any draft stock. They have nothing anybody's interested in. Austin Reeves is a free agent at the end of the season. So I don't know if Milwaukee is going to want to make a trade like that, because Reeves could decide, you know what, I don't want to be a Milwaukee Buck next year, and he can go to free agency. So I don't think the Lakers have anything to give. And why would the Spurs trade any of their pieces away when it's working over there right now? And they're trying to get these guys, moving in the right direction with their offense, with Harper, with the talent that they have there, the young talent that they have right now. None of those teams have enough. And if it's the bad teams like the Charlotte Hornets, he doesn't want to go to the Hornets. He wants to go to a good team. And if he goes to a good team, the draft, besides Oklahoma, and I don't know if Oklahoma is willing to trade anything, because they're doing just fine with the talent that they have.
Well, Oklahoma City's got that top 5. They're going to get the Clippers' first-round pick this year, which is insane that they're getting that pick. They might actually get Boozer in the draft, which is wild that they're going to get that. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing.
It's pretty loud over here, so I'm not going to be able to hear you. I definitely want to hear your take. I just want to finish up, and then I'm going to get off. Okay. There's no team out there right now that has the draft stock that is any good, that is going to be willing and has enough as far as lottery is concerned, because they're all good, to get the job done. The only talent the Knicks have right now, the only team that has the talent that's willing to give up the talent to land a guy like Giannis is the Knicks. Like to hear your take on it, those guys.
Thank you, Errol. I appreciate it.
Let me just say one thing. Now, I'm not going to argue the Knicks. What would the Knicks be?
He named the whole team.
If they just traded OG Anunoby and Towns for Giannis.
I would do it then. If it's just those two, I would. I would be tempted to. And the only reason why I would be tempted is because, and here's my thinking. Giannis is one of the better defensive players in the league. And the problem is with the Knicks right now, their two best players in Brunson and Towns don't play defense, right? That's a major issue, right, Speedy? Dad, we all agree on that.
Yeah, but one thing Towns is, he's a great rebounder. That's really underrated. He is a phenomenal. I understand. So I'm saying that it's not like you're giving away nothing with Towns. You make him sound like, oh yeah, he doesn't do anything but score. Well, he does a lot besides score.
You're gonna get Giannis for him. Look, I think the one team I think that could be in this whole thing and that might not have to give up a lot of talent, and I don't think they're gonna do it, but it does sound like,
OKC.
It's OKC.
Yeah.
Because Speedy was laughing, right? There's a legitimate chance. I mean, that they might land with how bad the Clippers are. They might land the number 1 pick in the draft this year, and they're 21-1 right now. Like they right now could shatter that Chicago Bulls record of that 72 or whatever it was, 70, whatever it was, an 8 record or 7, whatever it was.
96 season,
yeah. They might shatter that record and and win the championship. Oh, and by the way, get like Cam Boozer in the mix, which would be absolutely bonkers if that happens. And apparently a lot of NBA executives are frightened by that. They're scared by that because their feeling is, oh my God, this team is going to break the Bulls record, win the finals this year again. They're one of the youngest teams in the league. And oh, by the way, they might get Cam Boozer.
Right. So you add that.
But if you trade that pick, think about that. If you trade that pick
with Holmgren,
you trade that pick, they could get Giannis then. I feel like
you trade Chet Holmgren in the number, get Chet Holmgren in that pick.
If you trade Holmgren in that pick, if you're the Bucks, would you do it? I would do it.
Yeah, you got to.
I would do it. Now, and to me, I mean, if I'm Giannis, I'd say like, yeah, I'll go to OKC. You want me to go to OKC? But I don't think the Thunder are going to do it. I don't think it's in their DNA to do it because they want SGA to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the MVP of the league last year, won the finals last year.
I kind of said, Josh, I love you. You're an idealist. This is a
it's not being an idealist. Trust me.
You're talking about OKC gets Giannis. If OKC gets,
now you sound like Evan with the whole business.
No, don't put it. Yeah. Don't bring outside people in. I'm saying if you bring Giannis into OKC, how many teams are in the next 3 years? You know what I'm saying? They're in it for a while. So I would think as an organization, that's a cherry on top player. That's crazy. They would be. Oh,
I'm with you 1,000.
So you're saying they don't want to do it because 1,000%. So like they would do it. If it took that to do it, basically you get Giannis to replace Holmgren. You still have Hartenstein. So what did they lose? They lost a pick. It could be a great pick, but I'm just saying you're getting a player that you could never get.
Can you imagine if they got Cam Boozer? Like, would the NBA actually be able to find a way to fix where the Thunder don't get that number 1 pick? Because I feel like if the Thunder if they break the Bulls record, win the finals again this year, they're one of the youngest teams in the league. Would there be a way where Adam Silver is like, geez, we got to figure this out. We cannot let this team get the number 1 pick in the draft. Like, we can't do this. Like, this is going to be a major problem. Like that.
And you keep looking at it one way, and I'm looking at the other way. You keep saying how they will do what Giannis wants because he's been such a good soldier all these years.
But you know what? I think it's you know what? A lot of these teams. Listen, a lot of teams do right. It doesn't seem like it at times, but a lot of teams do right by their players.
I understand, but it could go the other way too. They could go the other way where they go to Giannis and go, Giannis, if you leave, basically, you can't let this team have nothing. You got to get. No, but you can't do this to us.
Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. If the Knicks said we'll give you Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, or Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, Kolek, and a future first-round pick, they're not getting. No, but they're not getting scrubs off the heap. Yeah, but they're
not a good team.
What you could do is you could flip those guys and get major assets back to build this team for the future.
Possible.
That's what
I'm
you
not
can do.
Argue with that.
So it's not. You're acting like they're getting scrubs. No, you could get a haul for Anunoby. You could get a haul back for Towns from a contender. You could get, like, you don't think, I don't know, probably you don't think like the Miami Heat would call Milwaukee about Anunoby and be like, what do you want for OG? And I bet you the Heat, and like OG's, you know how Anunoby is. You know how he'll be. He'll want to kill the Knicks. I don't want to
I don't even think the Knicks are. I don't know. I know the Knicks, if they did that trade, if they traded those two guys for Giannis, they would be a different team. I don't know if they're a better team. It sounds crazy, but I don't know if they're a better team, but they're a different team. And that's to me, that's it. Sorry, that's the interesting part of it. You sort of redefine what the team is, but I don't know in total if they're a better team.
No, I agree with you. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't want to spend too much more time. We have a lot to get to. I mean, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens. Speedy, don't go anywhere. Just stay on the screen. You might as well. You're here. You're part of the show, Speedy. Why you got to leave so fast?
Well,
My dad loves your takes anyway. I don't know why you always leave so fast.
He does.
He
know his stuff.
You always try to run. You try to hit it and run, Speedy. I mean, jeez.
He doesn't respect this show. You don't respect the show,
Speedy? You know how I know he doesn't respect the show? Because he has Arrow and Jabba's Twitter account under our show and the Jabba in the Mouth feed under our show. When our show is on.
Well, yours is on your camera.
Oh, listen, you should be. So you know what? Next time Jabba in the Mouth have their show, put our show on. That's it.
Yeah, I would do that if somebody wanted to actually use the banners.
Well, anyway, continuing on. By the way, really quickly before I get there, did you see 57.5 mil watch the Thanksgiving Day game? Dallas, Kansas City. That's insane. That's nuts. 57.5.
You want to hear something funnier? That the record was broken by the Green Bay Detroit game.
I know.
And then it was broken again by the Dallas game.
Yeah.
So,
let me tell you, I'm very curious what Fox is. It Sunday Night Football or Fox gets Bears Packers this week?
Fox, I believe. Sunday night's the Texans.
Oh, they wish they could switch that. Oh, NBC wishes they could have switched that one. Oh boy, do they wish they could switch that game. Nobody cares about
they already switched the second one to the Saturday night game to the Saturday game.
Anyway, let's get into the whole Lane Kiffin situation because I got a lot to say about a dirtbag. Speaking of dirtbags, there's one where you're right there, Mr. Lane Kiffin. Now, Speedy says that apparently Ole Miss screwed up. Arrow says that Ole Miss should have continued to let Lane Kiffin coach the team. Which I saw that, and I literally wanted to go through the screen, I wanted to go through my phone and just take his headset on, and start screaming at him. Are you nuts? Let's let a guy who is now part of a rival, who went to a rival, right? Went to a rival, and he then says, "I'm gonna go here." And I'm leaving now, 2 weeks or a few weeks before the college football playoff, right? Let me do that. When your team has a shot at winning the college football playoff, number one. Number two, here's the thing that bothers the crap out of me. And I was talking about about this before the show started earlier. Lane Kiffin has never won anything, okay? You have a chance. Now, Speedy, listen to this. I know your head's down. This is important. You should listen to this, Speedy. This is a vital piece of information you can use on your show next week, okay?
It's gonna be on the test.
It's very vital. This is important. Let me ask you this. How many national championships has LSU won?
In what span?
No, forget the span.
Because they've won 3 in my lifetime.
Okay, yeah. So in the last 30 years, how many have they won?
3. One with Saban, one with Les Miles, and one with Orgeron.
Okay, that's 3 different coaches. How many has Ole Miss ever won?
Not since 1962. I think it's 3 total, and then not since 1962.
So I ask you this question, okay? Now, if Lane Kiffin wins a national championship at LSU or wins a national championship at Ole Miss, which is bigger for his legacy? Which one?
For his legacy, Ole Miss.
Oh my God! You always do this, Josh. You're always doing this.
No. This is the fact. Because here's the
reality. Ideology that
because
you
here's
have.
my point. Here's my point. And my point is this. First off, you cannot, under any circumstances, let this guy coach the team the rest of the year. He went to a division rival, and he left his team high and dry when they're in the middle of a college football playoff chase. Here's what he should have done. He should have said to LSU, listen, if you want me so bad, okay, wait till February.
You can't wait till February.
And I'll sign the coach, and I'll do it that way.
You can't.
Well,
There's
then
a
you know
transfer
what?
portal. They all transfer portal opens,
Then you know
and
what?
you can't
Well,
wait.
then here's what. Then you want to know the reality? He shouldn't be allowed to coach at Ole Miss then anymore.
He's
He
not.
shouldn't be allowed to. He should. And all the smoke that he put out there, where he said, "quote My players were asking me to come back," and all of his players came out and said that's not true. His own players came out and said on social media and said, "We didn't ask him to come back. Who said that?"
Do you want to know something
And
interesting?
then the offensive coordinator coached the team still.
Why not? We
Because
don't know what he's going to do.
He's under Kiffin's wing. He's his offensive coordinator at LSU next
We'll
year. He already
see.
signed already. He already did it.
He signed with Kiffin at LSU?
Speed, did he not agree to go there already?
Yep.
Charlie Weiss
Apparently-
Jr., did he not agree to go there?
What?
Speedy, did he not agree to go there? Yes or no?
In advance, too, apparently, from the reports.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. So you're letting him still coach the offense when he's going to LSU next year. To me, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Let me just put in. Lane Kiffin will now be the first or second highest paid college coach in. That's that. First or second highest paid college coach after Georgia's head coach. The other interesting thing that LSU will pay Lane Kiffin any bonus money that he would have received from any advancement that Mississippi State gets into the playoffs. So if they win 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds,
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
LSU is actually going to give him the money. So, what do you want me to tell you? The guy signed for 7 years, $13 million. I don't know what his Mississippi State contract was. I don't know if it's public or not, but this is a bigger issue as far as the whole college football, basketball, transfer portal nonsense that goes on now that teams.
I can't have Snug on the phone, Speedy, because we're tight on time tonight. So tell him he'll have to call next week.
Snug, you'll have to call next week, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're too tight on time, unfortunately.
Imagine we're turning away callers now. Look at that. We're turning away callers. We're big.
Is he still there, Speedy? He's not going to hear us.
No,
this is every time he left. We're not going to hear us.
Yeah,
so there's no point.
Okay.
We got to figure this problem out. This problem we got to figure out. I'm getting sick of it. But yes,
college sports is just in a state of flux that they have to figure out rules that protect the players, the coaches, and more than anything else, the fans. I mean, it must be horrible. I'm not a huge college sports fan anymore, but it must be horrible being a college sports fan at this time.
Well, that's another thing. The NCAA has to fix this. They have to make the transfer portal after the college football playoff season is over. And that's another problem.
Right.
Now, let's be real here. I'm sure under the table, could Kiffin have already had an agreement with LSU, and then boom, he's already trying to recruit guys already, Ole Miss to LSU. But at least the focus would have been on next year. But listen, Lane Kiffin has done this before. He did this to Tennessee when he went to USC. He's a snake. He's done this before. He's been this way. He's always been this way. And to me, I hope Ole Miss wins a national championship. And it would be hysterical if it happens.
And after they win, all the players will go to LSU and make more money.
Did you see? I believe Lane Kiffin's daughter's boyfriend decommitted from LSU. See that one? That was weird. That was weird. I saw that.
I don't blame her.
I said that must be drama. There must be drama going on there. I don't want to know. But but the part when he says to, oh my God, the guy that interviewed him on ESPN, I forget his name.
Artie Smith.
He says, he says after a lot, he said after a lot of praying. Listen, my man, God's got better things to worry about than your phony ass. All right, going to LSU or Ole Miss, okay? God's got more important things to do, like figuring out peace in the Middle East. He doesn't have to worry about if you're going to Ole Miss or LSU, okay? All right, that's the reality. That's that to me. I mean, come on. I don't want to bring God into this conversation, but when he said after a lot of thoughts, a lot of sleeping, and a lot of praying, my man.
Look, everybody is so.
He's up there, but he's not listening to you.
It's the college is now the Wild West. That's what it is. It's coaches.
It's horrible.
The nil naming. You look at it like.
But it's more the buyouts. It's the buyouts. That's what
it's the buyouts is bad, but the nil stuff, the name, image, likeness. It's now there's no limit what college teams can pay for talent. And there's no. You talk about like salary caps in pros. There's no salary cap in college sports. Like USC endowment might have like $10 billion to pay players.
And they still can't win.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Because Lincoln Riley sucks. They still can't.
Yeah, but now going forward, let's see who starts getting the best recruitment classes going forward. What teams are going to consistently get best recruitment classes?
Let me tell you, National Signing Day happened yesterday, and it used to be such a great day. So be so excited about it.
Yes.
It was me. It's horrible now,
Right.
but
It used to be they visit the campus and prostitutes and stuff, clean stuff. Now it's just like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, listen, everything of that nature, it's really, when you watch it and you see it, it's it's sad to see the sport just, I mean, like, all you need to know about how the no money is I believe the top quarterback in the country, right? He flipped from Georgia to Vanderbilt yesterday. And I said, when the hell does that ever happen?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's all you need to know. Because of all the no money going to that one kid.
That's right.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. And who could blame him?
And it never happens.
And you're not even into the other part of it, like the gambling part of it. There's a whole.
Forget it. Oh, they allow them to do it. Well, listen, you could go to City Field in 2030. Yeah, the Hard Rock's going to be right across the street, but you cannot bet on New York Mets games or players.
You're gonna, you'll be sitting right next to, I don't know who you'll be sitting. Francisco Lindor. You might be sitting next to Francisco Lindor at the craps table.
Man, it's crazy. You know what's crazy, really quickly, is that MLB is allowing an owner to run a casino and own a baseball team. That to me is wild. I find that to be just crazy. What do you really think of it? I mean, that's just like, it's like this guy is allowed to own a casino and run a baseball team, and all that money into the casino. How much money is going to be put into? Because remember, his .72, he bought the Mets. He was worth $14 billion. He's now worth $21.6 billion since he bought the Mets. So to me, it's like,
it's not the Mets that did it, though.
No, it's not. Oh no, definitely not. No, the Mets are just like a hobby that he gets to he gets that like, hey, I guess that's like a tip to a barista at Starbucks.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's like
it's
a toy for him. But
I mean, the NFL sponsors gambling.
I know. Well, speaking of NFL, a lot to digest. I know we have a great game tonight, huh? Dallas Detroit tonight, big game.
That is a big game.
Because I'll tell you, Dallas is right back in the NFC East to conversation now, but the way the Eagles are playing, boy, oh boy. I have not seen the Eagles defensive front get mauled the way they did Friday against the Bears.
I know,
Dad, you were getting annoyed and upset about it because you're like, geez, the freaking Bears. The Bears are the number one seed. What is this nonsense? We got Micah Parsons, and the Bears are the number one seed. Why is this happening?
I don't understand how the quarterback for the Eagles could be that bad. Like, it was just unbelievable bad. It was like you could be bad, not good, but that was totally ridiculously bad.
It was inept. The whole team was a mess. They couldn't run the ball. They still can't run the ball. They haven't run the ball all season long. But I just have not seen the Eagle defensive front just get manhandled like that.
Look,
like they did against the Bears offensive line.
2 years ago?
Tampa?
No, they lose like 9 straight games and 2 years ago.
Yeah, but they still had a pretty decent pass rush. No, but I'm talking the last year and a half.
Probably one more game the rest of the year or something.
No, I'm saying that last year and a half, I had not seen somebody just DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monunga were just cruise in control. I mean, you knew Swift wanted to kill that game because of being a former Eagle and getting let go, but it's like they couldn't. I mean, oh my! Now And
Well,
now,
the loser tonight's out, right? The loser tonight is out, you would say? The odds of playoffs for the loser tonight is possibly
yeah,
out.
I would say that's pretty fair. I think Detroit needs this game more, personally, but
Well, it's only because you don't expect Dallas to be good. I mean, that, you know.
well,
what I
St.
mean?
Brown's playing. Well, St. Brown's going to play. He's going to
Yeah,
play,
okay.
which is crazy. He's got, a high ankle sprain, I think they said. He's still going to play. I have Jameson Williams on my fantasy team, so expect a lot of that tonight. I do. To me, Dak is clicking. Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are been fantastic for this team, and they got Quinn Williams from the Jets. They got the linebacker from
Logan Wilson
from the Bengals, and their defense looks so different right now, and it's just playing better. I hate to say it because I can't say him. He was so bad as the Jet offensive coordinator. He was horrific. But I got to give Brian Schottenheimer a lot of credit for keeping this ship steady the way he has this year.
How do you judge any coach by his tenure with the Jets?
Because he was the offensive coordinator, and he got to the Jets back-to-back AFC championship games, which is miraculous that even happened, but it did, and once upon a time. But even in Seattle, he was not that great. Speedy, you remember he was not that great in Seattle. He wasn't. He hasn't been good. And when he took this hire, Jerry Jones completely tarred and feathered him at his press conference, right in front of his face when he said, "Am I taking a chance on this hire? Absolutely, I am." And Brian's just sitting there going, "Whoa, what? Maybe?" I guess you have
Dallas offense. Dallas offense is pretty stacked.
Fabulous. Oh, it's stacked. But they got to figure out how to keep Pickens, and Pickens is going to get paid this offseason. He's 24.
You're not going to keep him.
No, they're not, and they're not, and that's going to kill them next year. You know what's kicking themselves right now? The Pittsburgh Steelers. If the Pittsburgh Steelers would have just left it alone, they would have brought Rodgers in, fine. But you didn't have to go overhaul and bring in DK Metcalf, and then you could have had Metcalf and Pickens, and instead they traded Pickens away for what, a 5th round pick to get him out of there because he couldn't get along with Mike Tomlin, and now it's a disaster because they have the worst receiving core in football. Pittsburgh, they're not going to make the playoffs. Rodgers hates the Pittsburgh Steelers now. The Steelers fans can't stand Rodgers. And I said this week 1, I said, this is not going to work. This is not going to. When they got rid of Pickens, I said, this is terrible. I said, because after Metcalf, they have no receiving core. And I said, Metcalf cannot be a number 1 anyway. Because as great as he was in Seattle week 1, who was the real number 1 really good receiver in Seattle, Speedy? What'd you say?
You're talking about Njigba.
It was Njigba, bro, but even before Njigba, before he was growing, who was it?
Oh yeah, it was him. It was Metcalf, and it was Lockett. Those two.
Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett was the guy. Metcalf went along for the ride. Metcalf was a big-time red zone player because of his height and his size. We forget that. But if you're asking DK Metcalf to run a route, he doesn't know it. There's no idea what it is. And you're seeing it in Pittsburgh. Like, they're trying to do out routes with DK Metcalf. The guy can't run. I don't even understand what they're doing. Screens for him.
Nobody said Arthur.
Nope, he can't run. And that's why I'm just like, if they had Pickens, it would work. But
by the way, since I referenced Arthur Smith, I do have to reference your show last year to your father. That if Arthur Smith was hired as the Jets head coach, Josh would have never been a Jets fan again.
No, all been done. I said it at the time. I said I was done. 2 guys, and Speedy, you remember the 2 guys. One, I said Arthur Smith. Who was the other one?
I remember.
Matt Nagy was the other one. And I remember.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and I remember, and I said, I remember it was like, oh, they should hire Matt Nagy. He did a good job. He got a raw deal in Chicago. What? What are we talking about? And now he's the offensive coordinator in Kansas City, and they suck. Come on,
I don't blame him, but yeah, they're not good.
No, but it's like, why should Matt Nagy? Because you got a raw deal. They gave him the draft pick that he wanted in Mitchell Trubisky. He wanted Trubisky. He drafted him. They picked him. He couldn't develop him. Why would I want him? I don't understand. To me, mind blowing how we think these things through. But Speedy, what are a couple of games we have on the docket for this week?
Well, you hinted at it. We'll start with tonight's game because it is very crucial for the NFC playoff picture. The Cowboys are at the Lions. The Lions are 3-point favorites at home.
That's me.
First, are you going first?
Can we settle down now with the whole Dan Campbell going for a fourth down every time?
Yeah, I mean, it's just losing games.
It's great when you're winning games, but boy, when you're losing games, you gotta just take the points, man, and get off the field. I mean, you got their offensive line. I mean, I said it on Twitter 2 weeks ago when Frank Ragnow came out of retirement. I said this is a conference-changing move because Frank Ragnow, you can make the case, was the best center in football when he retired and was the anchor to the best offensive line in football. Now we're not right now. We'll get him on next week. We'll let him know because we're just doing the picks right now, and everything of that nature. But to that extent, to me, when Ragnow got hurt and he was out for the year, he's done for the year, right? He can't play no more. So if he can't play anymore, the Lions' offensive line is a mess. It's a bad.
Well, he failed his physical. Didn't he fail the physical?
Failed his physical. He had a calf strain, failed the physical, and that was it. And I said, right when that happened, I said, well, that's that. I said, it's over. It's done. And you saw the Green Bay pass. You saw the Green Bay pass rush on Thanksgiving just get the Goff so much. The offensive line's a mess. There's too many injuries. Dallas is feeling themselves right now. And I actually think Dallas is a better road team than they are a home team. I think the Cowboys have a shot to win this NFC East, as crazy as that is. That's wild to think about. And I think they could be scary good in the playoffs because of their offense. That's what it is. Give me the Cowboys in this one. I like Dallas.
I am, we agree all the time. It's terrible. But this time, I am definitely going Detroit. Okay. I think Detroit needs this game. They have a pedigree, a winning pedigree when it comes down to the wire. Dallas has a losing pedigree when it comes down to the wire. I have no confidence in Prescott rising to the occasion. Give me Detroit.
All right, game number 2.
Speedy, you better have Chicago Green Bay on this docket.
That's the last one.
Better.
There's one more. And that is the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts are 1.5-point favorites on the road in Jacksonville. No Sauce Gardner, most likely. Jags are hot. Colts are cold. What you got?
So what was the line? 1.5. Colts are favored?
Favored by 1.5.
No.
Wow, a road team favorite. That's a weird line. That's a weird line.
This Colts trade.
Oh, God, we're going to do this.
Oh, my goodness. Speedy, does it look good now, this trade? Does this trade look good now?
Jesus Christ.
Trade sauce for months. I figured you might do this.
Speedy, I've been wanting to trade sauce for how long did I want to trade him for?
It's the last time you did the weekend crunch. Like 2 months ago.
Oh, my God. And they got 2 first-round picks for him. And they got a wide receiver. And they got rid of the $50 million in cap.
Yeah.
And they're not even going to make the playoffs, the Colts. Oh, my goodness. Boy, oh, boy. Jacksonville's looking good right now, aren't they? So is Houston. They might, in all seriousness, there is actually a legitimate chance that the Colts might finish third in the division this year. Give me the Jaguars, man. They're home. I like what they're doing. Jones is hurt. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Daniel Jones last few weeks. The injury is bad. He's playing on one leg pretty much. Jonathan Taylor has stunk the last week for my fantasy team. I'm really mad at him right now. He's pissing me off. You know, and to me,
I get it.
And in all seriousness, no, but I'm serious though. And at the time when the Colts did, seriously, when the Colts made this trade, they were the number 1 seed in the AFC. Things were clicking. Now he's hurt for the next who knows how long, but that's not even the worst part of it. The worst part of it is they might not even make the playoffs. Their pick might go to like the 15th, 16th, 17th range now, which is really bad. So to me, and you took on that whole contract. That's the part to me where it was at the time I said I would never trade that much for a corner, number one. Never for a corner. The only 2 guys I've ever thought of, maybe 3, are like Deion Sanders, Darrelle Revis, and I don't know, another corner I would do. Like I need like a lockdown, shutdown guy. The last 2, why does Sauce Gardner only have what 1 interception in his career in the NFL in 4 years, Speedy? Why?
This defensive lineman.
No, but it's also.
I think it's because
if you look at his numbers. No, if you look at his numbers, go look at his numbers. The last 2 years, they've dropped, and they've dropped.
Teams don't have to throw the ball against the Jets because they.
But no, okay, but you know when they did throw the ball against him, he was getting beat the last 2 years. Was he not?
I thought he was. I will admit, I always thought he was overrated. He was very handsy. He was a very handsy cornerback. Whenever I watched him play, he got away with it a lot, but he got called a lot too. So I was never as big a fan as the league-wide perception of him was. But so be it. Yeah, I'll admit. But I will say, this game I should love Jacksonville. This game, everything says Jacksonville. You should just love Jacksonville, except the line is so bizarre that I don't know why they're a home team underdog when the Colts are playing as bad as they are. So I'm taking the Colts just on the line.
All right, we'll finish up with your Green Bay Packers, Nelson. They are hosting their bitter rivals, Chicago Bears, and are 6.5-point favorites.
Are you gonna play the Bears Still Suck song, Dad? Are you gonna play?
You want me to play the song?
No. Well, I mean, the Bears did win last year. Didn't they beat the Packers last year?
Yeah, they did. The last game of the year or the second last game. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, they play them twice in the next 3 weeks.
I know.
I'll take the Packers.
You're going to take the Packers. Was it 6?
Yeah.
6.5.
That's a huge line. So there's a lot of money going on Green Bay. I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yeah, me too. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not feeling the vibe with the way everything is going right now. Even though Chicago looks great and that's fine, but to me, I'm not invested in Chicago. Williams stings. You know, like
I'm the same way.
I mean, enough. He's not good.
I agree.
They built him a fortress. They gave him Loveland, the first round tight end. They gave him a Dunze. They gave him DJ Moore. They gave him DeAndre Swift. They gave him everybody. Mananga, the running back. Kyle Mananga.
I think they're bad in the worst way.
Oh, here's the song. Here it is.
Yes, he's bad.
Here, he's playing a song. Here. Oh, you might not hear the voice very well. The Bears still suck. Speedy, you ever heard this song before? Listen.
How could you ever love a team with Jim McMahon? Not even Porky Pig was as big a him. They got a reputation that's mostly based on luck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
You like it?
The Bears still suck.
I'm sure Carl loves it.
There's 32 verses, so I don't want to play more.
Yeah. Before we
No,
go.
let me just finish my thought. I just want to say that the Bears quarterback is bad, but he's notoriously bad against the pass rush. Did Josh just fall off his chair? So I am definitely taking the Packers.
Oh, we have the cam from
But I'll talk.
I guess it's Josh's bed up right now.
Oh, I hear it. Here we go.
We have a Caleb.
It's go time.
Caleb sighting. Make it
That's
sound like
it. There's trouble. There's trouble upstairs. This isn't good.
Oh.
I would do the sign off, but I don't know where you could watch the show in all the different places.
Well, we have some theories of Snug. Snug thinks Josh is chasing the cat.
Put some pants. Okay, so put some pants on.
What's going on?
Oh,
Hey,
look,
on.
everybody's. Caleb, put your pants on. Go. Put your pants on. Hurry up. Just put your pants
Josh,
on.
there's a family show. Come on, Josh.
And
come
everybody
on.
hears you.
What is this thing for?
Look, Carter's coming on. Put your pants on.
Dad, what is this thing for?
Aye.
Dad, that for the Christmas?
Yes, we're on the show still, Caleb. Go put your pants on. All right, so put them on. Look, we got one.
Carter cameo. That's all right.
Here,
right.
you want to just say hi like that, but don't here. Say hi like that. Here.
Hi.
Hey!
There you go. He's got to put pants on, and then he's got. All right, Carter. All right, Carter. You want to finish up the show?
Daddy.
You want to finish up?
No, I want to be on the show.
Thank you so much to the fans and out there, and everybody for listening. I'm sure somebody's going to sign us eventually. No, shh. You can check us out on worldwidesportsradio.com, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Alexa Smart Speakers, and so much more. We didn't get to argue better than that either, but we'll do that again next week.
Okay.
There's a lot happening.
This is like a show to promote.
There's a
birth
lot
con-
happening.
It's like a show to promote birth
Look,
control.
he's happy. Right, Speedy?
He is happy.
Oh, yeah. This is his first time on the camera.
He's a natural.
Yeah, see, wave. See, hi. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, you want to say something? What do you want to say? You say something. No? Okay. Well, this has been great. We switched kids this week.
He's a natural.
Yeah, I know. Well, but eventually he'll get it together. Dad, thank you so much. We will be back next week, of course. Speedy, of course, as always, thank you so much. I'm sorry, Snug called next week. Errol will call you back next week as well. There goes my headphones and everything of that nature. Check us out. Again, this is like the birth control show. What? Okay. Well, of course, for Speedy Petey, for Nelson Silberg, for myself, Josh Silberg, for Carter Silverberg here. Okay. And for Caleb Silverberg, again, thank you so much. Don't forget to check out all the great shows we have here on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network, and we will talk to you next week. Take care, everybody. This has been Game On Live on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff